Hey YouTube, did you miss me? Probably not, because I don't have any subscribers and there's hardly any of you that watch this channel anyway. So I'm gonna continue just saying whatever the heck that I want and see what sticks. And for those of you that don't know, this flag belonged to my grandmother, and she passed away several years ago, and I just like to keep it around in terms of memory of her. She flew for Pan Am, American Airlines. I don't know what it's called now. I don't even know if it's around anymore, but that's kind of where the story behind this flag is. She flew for them. I think they gave her this flag, and so that's what it's about. But I kind of wanted to talk about current events, as want to give a layman's, perspective on the things that are happening, here every day. And the first one I would have to say is that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have stepped back from their public duties. And I'd have to say that I don't care. Don't really care at all. They're probably just protecting themselves from the shitstorm that's to come. So good for them, but don't care. Jeffree Starr has broken up with his boyfriend. Hope he feels better, but I don't care. I really don't. And then the Iran situation is not de-escalating as fast as it should. I know it hasn't been very long since we, did an airstrike on their guy, but if, I don't know, the tensions are high right now, and I have a feeling that Trump is probably going to get a war that he wants, and typically wars are very good for re-election, and especially for incumbent presidents. I mean, it's just a thing that happens, but and that situation I do kind of care a little bit, because if we do go to war, then you're going to see a lot of your friends and family who are in the military go off to overseas. And I have a cousin that would probably go off overseas, and I don't want him to go off overseas, even though he would probably really want to go off overseas and, do his thing. But, I don't want my friends and family to have to go and fight against another country that I personally don't know a single individual inside that country. As far as I'm concerned, Iran has never done anything that I have ever cared about that has affected me whatsoever, other than maybe oil prices and gas prices. Whoop-de-doo. Doesn't really affect the everyday person unless you have millions and millions of dollars in oil and gas stock commodities. Then it might affect you. If the price swings 2 or 3%, you could be losing millions of dollars or gaining millions of dollars, and I'm sure you probably care about that a lot. But for those of us that aren't millionaires, I have nothing against Iran. Just a normal, and before the Iranian Revolution, they looked just as we did back in the 1970s and the 60s and before that. Until you have this extremist kind of, ideals, everyone's just the same. We're all the same. You can, take off your headdress or whatever that you do, but we're all the same people. So really, when I say that I don't care about these events, is that excuse me, I'm doing what's best for me, and I hope that you are too. I hope that you're following through with your New Year's resolutions, and going to the gym every day, eating healthier every day, not drinking, not smoking. It wasn't a New Year's resolution, but I quit smoking several months ago, and I feel so much better. This is the longest period that I've ever quit smoking in the past 10 years. So it makes me feel really good. I can breathe. I can actually start to run again. In fact, today I went for like a 1.5 mile run while I was at the gym. So that made me feel very good. My endorphins are running again, and I'm trying to lose weight as well. I'm really bloated right now because I just had a really big dinner. But I just hope that, some of y'all are looking at these situations, these current events, and are looking at them going, yeah, that really sucks. It's going to make me feel X, Y, and Z different kind of ways, but I got to focus on me. and I'm not gonna let those situations affect my mental and emotional stability. So, in it, not in a defensive, way, or an offensive way, but just to, as a state of being, that's just you just don't let those things affect you. So I hope you like, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks.